Well, I'll openly admit, I wasn't expecting to play or review Cassette Beasts. And no, that's not a knock on a now dated form of media that I can recall from the 90s. Quarter 1 of any year is a good place to start battling the backlog, and this creature collecting game that originally released in April of 2023 was near the top of that ever-growing list. Cassette Beasts also released for Android and iOS in January of 2025, providing a timely nudge to remind me that I had this ready and waiting in my library. Cassette Beasts is a creature collector game, but it's quite different to what you might expect from Pokemon, Nexomon or Digimon. You begin washed ashore, unsure of where you are. You are soon greeted by one of the locals, presented with what is essentially a Walkman and a pair of headphones, and then magically transform into a creature, a depressed sheep in my case. Even in gaming where I'll accept that throwing a ball at a yellow mouse is mundane and normal, this one gets points for ingenuity. The game initially introduces this key mechanic through Kaylee, a ranger. She explains that people just arrive to this world from various realities and cannot return home. Over the years, a town has developed, with transforming into monsters now a key part of life. While learning the ropes, Kaylee and your character discover an archangel who claims to have the means to send you home, provided you follow the clues in her song and uncover train stations. Thus, you join the Rangers, a peacekeeping odd job group, while looking into ways that you can get home. This story brushes threat and mystique into its cutesy left-leaning sense of humour, and there's enough moments of quality that you can see why this tale has value. Through the adventure you meet new companions, and go through the usual checklist of ranger captains to defeat and overworld abilities to collect. Combat is a turn-based affair, with each player taking on the form of a creature. Each turn you gain AP and can perform actions that cost the same or less than your current AP. This creates that gamble as to whether you should hold back for a big move later or throw out a medium one now. What's genuinely interesting here are the type matchups. Rather than raw damage boosts, types react in logical ways, but ones that may be less obvious than fire burns grass. There's types like metal and plastic, and attacking a plastic creature with fire causes toxic fumes to be released, turning that creature, temporarily, into a poison type. That's a good quick example, I feel. Add in the usual items and consumables you have in this type of game, and you have a competent system, with enough unique twists to hold its own. Another primary difference from those coming from the Pokemon school of combat is that all battles here are double battles, and you can fuse with your partner for a big boost if you build your fusion gauge up. The sticker system deserves some praise too, as this makes the moves of your tapes highly customizable. You can remove a melee attack sticker from a ranged attacker and replace it with a better fit, and then store that original sticker for future use. This supplements the endgame min-maxing really well, with rarer stickers having bonus effects. The monsters here are a highlight for me, and I'm always impressed that there's something original left to come up with, especially as Pokemon alone has over 1,000 entities. Cassette Beasts leans into a general theme of the environment, with monsters taking inspiration from recycling and nature, with monsters such as a traffic cone wearing crab and a lion made of plants. At the risk of getting political, some of the dialogue and choices feel like thinly veiled commentary on issues in English society, such as the housing market. This game's Landkeeper faction is presented as a villainous twist on owning land and property. As someone likely in a similar financial position as a junior game developer or scriptwriter, this resonates with me. But if you're a younger gamer, this might feel unnecessarily adult conversation for a game about cute pixel monsters. Another strong standout in this game should come as no surprise, given the music theming. There's a general softness in the background tracks, most of which feature a single female vocalist, with the battle music ramping up as needed.
It's amusing, losing all of our direction.
Music and sounds are a strong plus, and there are small snippets of voice acting for flavor text, which are well handled. There are of course a few moments where I would have liked a fully voiced dialogue system, but this is one of the few complaints I do have. Technically, it's unfair to comment. I'm playing this on hardware that's beyond overkill for a game like this, and I encountered no performance issues or glitches during my time playing in 2025. This feels like the perfect type of game for Switch or mobile devices. That's not my preferred way to play, but there's going to be genuine value in a portable version of this title. I've been looking to try a shorter and faster form of review for games that end up in my backlog, and Cassette Beasts is a perfect debut. This game is excellent, and it does not need my usual attempts to reinvent the wheel as a descriptive form, and if nothing else, this will help put Bytten Studio on the map. If you like creature collector games like Coromon and Nexomon, this is an absolute steal, even at the full retail price, and I'm ready and waiting with unrealistically high expectations for a sequel involving CDs or mini discs.